Hi, this is Trena at John's Furniture Repair, and I'm here in the shop with another project today. And I've got two of these little light stands, and we'll be changing the color from this kind of reddy orange to a little bit more of a brown, darker walnut color. So I'll show you what they look like close up. Okay, so it's kind of a really reddish golden finish on the top anyways, and then on the base it's kind of a little bit more opaque. This color was super cool 15 years ago, I guess, but she's wanting to change them to more of a dark walnut color. So I was gonna try doing a tint job on these because the finish is in good shape, but that's not really giving me what I want because it's too opaque. I want to be able to see some grain still. So we're stripping them down. So I've got the front here of the second one on a cart, and we're just working on stripping down the frame, and it's coming off pretty good, not giving me too much trouble. So I'm just going to get to stripping everything down and getting it to the white wood base, and then we can start playing with color. Okay, so both these guys are prepped and ready for some stain. She wanted to go with more of a dark walnut look, and we got most of that red stuff off. They are cherry cabinets, so they have a little bit of orangey red to the wood, but definitely will be a lot less than it was before. So there's a few little putty spots left on the tops and a couple on the sides that I'll sand tomorrow, and then we can get to staining. All right, so it's the next day, and these guys are all sanded and ready for stain. So we're gonna go with like a pretty dark, it's called brown mahogany. I've used it before on lots of pieces. And these are the handles, so you can kind of see the color a little bit there. So more of a brown tone than a red tone. So here is the stain, Goudy's brown mahogany, solvent based. They make a water based line too. So I'll just show you how it looks on here. I think it'll be a nice update. These are pretty nice pieces, made fairly well. They're new furniture though. We work on all types of furniture in the shop. So sometimes get some really nice old pieces, sometimes some nicer new ones, sometimes furniture isn't very nice, but it still means something to someone, and that's fine. I don't mind fixing furniture that maybe isn't high-end. I will never be the snobby furniture repair person who only works on 18th century furniture that's especially deemed unique in some way. I am more interested in what furniture means to people than I am in what actual value anything has, because let's be honest, all this stuff isn't going to mean anything one day. So may as well make the people happy with what they have. There we go, that looks nice. Yeah, so just a really nice update. A little bit more of a rich brown instead of an orange red. You can still see a bit of the cherry shining through, but that's how that will be. So yeah, it's a pretty nice color. Not too dark. You can see it there. Still got a little bit of the golden coming through. So we'll get the whole chest stained up here and then get it off to the booth. Okay, so got them all stained up and they're sitting in the booth and drying. or next to the booth anyways. So the cherry's a little bit more red than the poplar frames, so we'll probably do a little bit of raw umber green tint to bring that down a bit, but it's not too bad of a contrast. I do want to go a tad bit darker than this, so that works out pretty good. So these will just sit here overnight, and then we'll get to tinting and clear coats. Okay guys, so I've got these two under one coat of lacquer, and I'm not really seeing a whole lot of work that needs to be done on the color front. I do still want to go a little bit darker, but the difference between the cherry and the poplar frame here is not that bad. And I think if I tone with one color, I'm pretty much gonna get it to look pretty good. So it's negligible, the color difference. So I'm actually going to be coating or tinting with a new color from Gaudi, Onyx. And I've got it mixed up here in little tint guns, so I'll show you guys how it goes. Hey everyone, so it's next morning and let these dry. They've got a clear coat on top of the color work, and they look pretty dark on camera, but they've got a lot of beautiful grains showing through. I can catch some light here to show you. There you go. Yeah, so just a really beautiful deep dark walnut kind of look. I guess you could say it's espresso. So what I'm gonna do now is just give everything a good sand. I do have to pull the drawers out and hit the edges because I didn't do that yet. And I usually do that after color work just so I have everything on the same plane, and the edges I can do by themselves one at a time. So I'm gonna sand everything with 320. And on these edges here, I like to use just a gray Scotch pad, and I don't hit any points because I don't want to sand through my color work. And basically I just want that to be smooth. It doesn't need to be cut down like the top or anything. So I'll get to that, and we'll get it in the booth for the last top coats. The other thing I did was the handles. So I just did a very little bit of tint on the edge here, so I didn't want to get the color all over this middle part. So these just need a little buff and one more coat as well. So those are all ready to go too. So I'll get to sanding and final coat. Okay, so final coats are on and they've dried for a day. Got the handles back on. They look pretty snazzy. You can see the color a little bit better in the grain. It's a dark color, but there's still a nice amount of grain showing through. Instead of red, we've got a nice dark walnut color. So yeah, they turned out pretty nice. It's a nice little set. They're actually made pretty well. So thanks for joining me on this one again, guys. And don't forget to check out all of our videos. There's some really awesome transformations. And if you're looking for products that I use in this video, do please look at the video on the products I use. And if you like what you see here, press the like and subscribe button and stay tuned for more. Cheers.